Greetings, hello, we're back again with more Etrian Odyssey. Oh no. What's wrong with my voice?
Poopy poopy poo? That's better. Okay, what shall we do today? Entry Odyssey, go! Okay, so if you haven't played Entry Odyssey, if you're joining us late into our Odyssey, we are on day 2 of our playthrough. We haven't made it very far. We've encountered steep obstacles. This game is hard. This game is really hard. But we're gonna get through it because I have nothing better to do with my life. Good thing there's not a time limit. Should I save up my money or should I try to buy something? Wow, that hand axe looks good. Hey, it's Randomized Haven. It's our series regular, Randomized Haven. Welcome. No way, I'm a shopping girl. I gotta shop. I've also got a nice yellow sundress I'm eager to try on. Fortunately, the website Booth has many free outfits for various designs, their different themes. I recommend it. What's the difference? Wait a second. What's the difference between this and this? Really, I think I've landed on the same essential design for 2 of my scenes. Oh, here's what I had is in front. For you, this is a little bit more me forward. I'm still playing. Check it out, I have the latest followers thing. But it doesn't appear to be working. If you have any idea how to fix that with Stream Elements, let me know. Okay, I'm ready to bust this game wide open. Let's go. It's been a couple days, so the sting has worn off of my previous defeats. We could be navigating this dungeon backwards. Well, I've played all my Marvel rivals for the day. So we're down on that for a while. Hey, how did I get back here? Oh well, forget it. I was gonna hit all of the harvesting points. Dinner, dinner. What a winner. Eating food. He's no beginner. They trained him young to like that grub. now all he does is order Grubhub. That's my poem to you, Paradise Haven. I wrote that just for you. Oh boy, this dungeon is devious. It is indeed a maze. Many branching paths. I've still never successfully landed this tornado, so I'm gonna try it again. Yay, oh wow, it actually worked. I killed them both in one hit. I feel super powerful and sexy. This FOE took me to pieces last time. It broke my spirit, it broke my body, and it broke my mind. Let's explore the other parts of this floor that aren't entirely impossible. Leave Captain Andrew alone, you bastard. He's not hurting anybody. What does that click? What was that sound? Did anybody hear that? Am I imagining things? Everybody's missing. Maybe that was like a day changing from night to day. Mysterious crystal blocks our path. So right now we're hemmed in on both sides by FOEs, and we're not even close to being strong enough to fight them. I don't know what to do. If I'm being honest, I don't have a fucking clue. This is where I got hopelessly stuck in the game the very first time. I don't know what level I should be before I fight this thing. Then again, I didn't fight both FOEs. I only fought one FOE. It might have been that other one. Well, now I'm trapped, so I'm gonna have to fight it. In this game, you want to be very careful not to overkill your enemy. You want to try to finish them off just perfectly so that your nice, powerful attacker can land a full devastating hit. Problem solved. The Black Shadow, what the fuck? What the fuck? Mary said, I didn't know this could happen. Oh my god. That's him. That's the guy I don't want to fight. Hope he doesn't jump me again. Well, he's center, I can get past him. And if you just time it right, you can get through there. I've noticed I don't use my happy face a lot when I play this game. I'm usually using scared or frustrated. Large box! Give me that box! Nectar! Ooh la la, what is nectar? Revival elixir made of honey. Resurrects with low HP. So I could use that on my dead friend, but I think I won't. Mamie is, I think I'm replacing Mammy. But tell Mammy I told you this, but I don't think she's carrying her weight in here. What's she good for? She's good at poisoning, she's good at restricting people's abilities. Well, I do like the dominatrix theme to her. It's just not working. I'm sorry, Mammy. You're gonna have to go. I need another, I don't know, a wizard, so somebody that's gonna do some kind of damage. Sorry, Mammy. I might just use my thread now and leave. Yeah, she's gone. And never coming back. Sorry, Mammy, I will not use my sweet nectar to revive you. I'm not crazy. I'm surprised at how quickly I was able to find the exact obstruction that prevented me from beating this game in the first place. This game is undeniably hard. This is an obstacle. This is a definite hurdle to test players. The second floor here. Because you can't just brute force your way past this guy. This big flaming bear bull thing. Oh no, Gibby's dead. What have I done? Go get him, go get her. Yay! Murphy's level 8. Alright, I'm getting out of here before this thing eats me. We're reviving Gibby, and Manny, I'm sorry. I love your ginormous boobies, but I think I gotta dismiss you. How do we do that? How do we dismiss a party member? Probably have to go to the town. Guild hall. Oh, I need to take all of her items off, don't I? Poor girl couldn't stand up straight anyway. Yeah, but I think what they've done is they've specifically put a couple places where you can't just auto-battle your way through the boss. Like, you have to. Yeah, she's traumatized. She's been objectified and abused her whole life. And then she just got kicked out of her only hobby, dungeoneering, has been taken from her. Poor girl. Alright, get out of here. Beat it. Hit the shit. Alright, let's register a new person. So we got some room in the front or back row. We have a protector and a landsknecht. A survivalist server to me that would use an axe, right? Maybe that. It's like a ranger class. Troubadour? That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Alchemist, those who study, and we've got an alchemist. We have a magic, we have a dark, we have all these. How do we get a Rona? We probably have to level up our class. But let's get another, I want to get another landsknecht, but this would let me go into axes. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna get an axe person. This guy looks ready to axe. Actually, I'll let you pick. I'm gonna call this one randomized Haven. This one's gonna be modeled after you. Which model would you like? Fuck it, you know what? This whole character's yours. You get front row, back row. What do you want? I'm leaning towards the landsknecht, aka just call him fighter. The survivalist might be the way to go in terms of, like, just covering my bases and leveling up all my classes. Alright, front line will give you the landsknecht. This guy has dark hair. We're gonna use this guy. Whoops. There you go, randomized haven. Welcome to the party. Cut the dead weight. The dead weight being on Mammy's chest. 40 pounds of it. Can't wait to let me down, says Randomized Haven. Well, every party member in this game lets me down frequently. This game's like Darkest Dungeon without the, overt, integrated despair into the game. The despair you experience purely internally. And it is not betrayed by the cutesy graphics. Alright, let's get you some stuff. Well, you're using a knife. Sorry, Mud. I can give you some boots. There you get some healthy leafy boots on. You came with 3 skill points, and we are giving you all the axes. I get you a bone axe. Sweet, let's get you caught up, son. All new party members start at, guess what level you are? Level 0! Arios is level 7, level 8, you're level 1. Welcome to that tree line, you little bitch. You don't stand a chance. It's the most hardcore fucking game on the planet. One of the hardest games I've ever played, for sure. We're just gonna harvest for a minute, get some experience here on the top floor. I didn't rest when I went back to town because I'm foolish. Oh, let's at least hit P. Harvest point. Yeah, I do need to heal, but these guys aren't going to do more than like 4 damage. So I get a lot of survivability on this top floor. And as I kill these guys, they're going to drop items, which I can sell when I go back to town. So I might as well, before I leave this dungeon, exploit all the resources. Because when I rest, time will pass and the resources will return. So I'm just leaving money on the table if I walk away. That's money and experience I'm gonna have to get somehow eventually anyway. I know there's another harvest point in here somewhere, and I don't know why I didn't mark it on the map. Attention deficit disorder. This'll be good. I'll be happy to have another frontliner. Go-Getter is great at defending, but when he's one of two frontliners, that means he's not attacking, so I really only have one person doing any damage. That's not good. Doublet, Kettle Ring. The Apothecary has a new item in stock. Medica 2! Ortizashi. How much is a doublet? 250? The randomized, so I'm gonna get you the doublet because you cannot equip this item. I'm just kidding. I will get you a jerkin though. You're low level and I don't want you to die. And how about a targe? A small shield that protects the joints than shoulders. Ooh, a hide abscess is even better, and that's just a little bit more money. So let's sell something. Such as the knife. And the tweed. And old Busty's fang whip. I don't want you to have a jerkin and... oh, shit. And, let me check the accessories. Like, this does DP1, but also TP5. What is tech plus 1? What does that do? I don't even know what tech does. See, this is why this game is so challenging in one aspect. The items actually do very basic but very important things. This isn't Final Fantasy... oh, what was it? I played a Final Fantasy and during the first battle, I was already doing like 850 damage or something. And by the end of the game, it's doing, 33,000 damage every hit or something. At a certain point, the numbers become meaningless. Right? Just slide the decimal point over. Find the smallest unit of significance and make that 1. And then just count up from there. I like when they do that. I like when the easiest enemy in the video game gives you 1 experience point. So what you have in games like this is games that are very cheap, right? It's only 200 gold, but the value of gold in this game is very high. Yeah, they're very, it's very technical, or I'm sure it has something to do with abilities, like maybe ability strength or effectiveness for magic powers and stuff like that. I think that's what it is. And the TP, I think, is like your magic points. It's your ability points. So I want this guy to have a bigger reservoir of ability points or to do more damage with his attacks. But even then, like, you can't do a bunch of attacks if you don't have a bunch of ability points, so I'd probably get the charm. It's defense +1. Or I could spend the same and get a defense +2, sure I can. Let's get this. Let's give you the red charm. And if it doesn't work on him, if he doesn't need it, I can give it to the wizard. So right here, like, I'm not making any progress. When it actually comes down to, am I completing the game? The answer is no. All of these dungeon delves, today for instance, have yielded me no progress towards the overall story of this game. I have to go deeper and encounter different enemies to complete that mission. Did I not save again? No, I did save, right? Good. Okay. I think we're gonna risk it. Let's go ahead and go down to the second floor. And just hope randomized doesn't die. I think you're level 3 right now, maybe? This game came out all the way back in 2007 for the Nintendo DS. They made 5 games for the Nintendo DS and Nintendo 3DS and the main franchise, I believe. There was also remakes of 1 and 2 in the Etrian Odyssey Untold series. There was an Etrian Odyssey Nexus, I think it's called, and then there were a couple things released, like in Japan. I think one of them was a crossover with some other franchise. Well, it's published by Atlas, so you get great Persona. There's a Persona connection here. You get Persona skins for your characters. And in fact, they made a game of, and basically Etrian Odyssey, it's the Persona Q games. Have you heard of Persona Q? They're exactly this game with Persona characters. You go into your, labyrinth, and, do your Persona shit. You'd really like it. Instead of these weird German character classes, you get, like, Aigis, and she has her abilities, and, Mitsuru, and Yosuke. They're fun, but they're also brutally difficult. Shin Megami Tensei games have always been pretty hard, but, the Persona series is pretty mainstream, and they lower the difficulty for that, but then the spin-off games get super hard again. Yeah, they also have Persona Q2, which is really good. Speaking of which, have you ever played any of the Persona Arena games? Persona 4 Arena? Ultimax Arena? That one is made by ArcSys, which is the team that makes the game Blaze Blue. And it's a whole Persona fighting roster cast fighting game. It's great. And it also has a story mode that has very detailed lore. If you're into the Persona lore, it connects the overall stories of Persona 3 and 4. And introduces some new characters. It's a great game. You can battle as Tenny versus, Akihiko. Oh, you took a hit. You got scraped, son. I haven't played the dancing games. I want those so bad. But the problem is they're too expensive. They're making a fortune off this series. But they release so many games, I can't keep up with them. I want physical copies of them all, which is why I don't buy them on Steam. That's the way to go. These games get really, really expensive in the used market. That Etrian Odyssey 1 probably costs $100. They're all about $100. But you can get these now on Steam, Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 for the low, low price of, I think, about $20 a piece on sale. You can get the collection for $40, I think. Bring back physical media. That's all I'm saying. Okay, can't get in there. I'm gonna have to kill these foes. It's the only thing left. Why is this game so hard? I have nothing to do. It's a battle two impossible foes. He can kill my whole party in like 2 hits. I'll try the top right one again. Yeah, I probably can. There's so many abilities in this game. It's a new franchise at this point, right? I'm still in the first game. I don't know anything about any of the skills or abilities. So you don't know if this is one of those games where poison, for instance, is poison just a bullshit condition that lasts 20 seconds and then cures itself and goes away? Or is it something that will infect you forever until your character slowly dies? And antidotes are impossible to find. That's a question I don't know the answer to. But I have characters with abilities that could potentially help prevent that. But that's the only ability I could have. Like, if we go into Murphy, this is my alchemist, aka my wizard. I am level 8, so I have had, I think, 8 skill points to spend. 1 skill point does not necessarily grant you an ability. You have to choose. For instance, do I want fire, ice, or volt? Toxins. Do I want to poison the enemy? Again, maybe poison is worthless. Maybe half the enemies in this game are immune to fire. I don't know. I don't know any of this. So you really risk building a character who is just worthless. Like Mammy. I tried Mammy's abilities on that guy. I couldn't handcuff him. I was going to bondage him up and then spank his pretty little bare butt. But he couldn't be contained. He just straight killed me. If the answer to beating the giant bears was Mammy, then I failed. I'm hoping the answer was not Mammy and it was something else stupid. Like I can disable him or something, like make him unable to attack, or blind him so he can't hit me. I just need to find these abilities. Here, what is this? Sight. Conjure sight to see all foes on the map. I do like this warp. TP regen. That's amazing. Oh, wait, I had a guy who was telling me, he came in the other day and he was telling me what to get. I'm trying to remember now. Let me go back. It was the medic. He said I need immunize. Okay, I still have 2 more hit points. So let's put one in cure. This will give me salve. Okay, and once I get salve up to level 3, I can get immunize, and that gives me resistance to all elements. And that will help. Okay, good. Sound, that's really cool. Restores a small amount of hit points to the entire party. That's really neat. Alright, Murphy, where are your points going? Are we gonna double down on Volt? Defensive skill. Okay. So it looks like I need to just put points in the front and rear guard until I can get Defender. Gibby is going swords. She has 2 hit points, or 2 thingy things to do. I can't get 2 hit because she doesn't have axes. I'm not gonna do axes because you're doing axes, so let's see what other combos I can do. I can use swords to feed into this. Actually, it looks like she'll probably have to go axes eventually anyway. Your attack up. Yeah, we're gonna go attack up with her. Then you with your 3 skill points. Stunner is now available. What is Stunner? An axe attack that puts the enemy off balance. Okay, don't know what that does. We'll try that on Mr. Bear. You got 1 point left over. Silencer binds the enemy's head. Okay, so that's gonna be like a mute spell. We'll give you some head points. How about that? Blinded with Mammy's chance. Yeah, give him a little Dragon Quest puff puff. My wife, who was Japanese, also played a lot of Dragon Quest, so she was able to explain a lot of the jokes to me that I didn't quite understand. Apparently a puff puff is an actual, like, thing. It's just where the girl sticks her boobs in your face. But it's also featured in, many Dragon Quest games. Particularly Dragon Quest VIII, I remember it specifically because Jessica had a very nice rack. B2F. We are on B2F. Let me update this. Where is it? I'm just gonna sit here for a while. I kinda like talking. The other cruel thing this game does. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't push anything! I'm not clicking anything. The frick my mouse is clicking 1,000 miles an hour. That was very weird. What I was about to say, the other cruel thing this game does is you never know what foe you're about to face. It's just a big orange ball. Like, is there anything I can do to prepare for this? I only have $39, so I could go back. Oh my god! What? Hang on, she's not making the right face. There it is. I need my shocked face. You haven't played Dragon Quest? Oh my god. We should stop Etrian Odyssey right now. You have to play Dragon Quest. Are you fucking kidding me? Unbelievable. Okay, how are we gonna do this? I have all the Dragon Quests on Nintendo. I have them on... Well, let's see. I have the remakes. What should we do? The Switch. 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 I've got them on Switch. We can play Dragon Quest 1 and 2 and 3 on Switch. Oh, and I have an emulator that has 4. I have the cartridges. I have the cartridges for 5 and 6 and 7 for the DS and 3DS. But is there a way to, let's say, copy the contents of a Nintendo DS cartridge onto my computer and play it? Are there card readers that will read a Nintendo DS cartridge? Because if there are, then we can play the whole friggin' series. Except for 10, which is an online MMO. And 9, which is sort of a multiplayer thing, too. You know it would be cool and modern. I would love to sit down and play a run-through of Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. It's incredible. It's my favorite Dragon Quest. It's also the newest. I think we should do that. I think that would be so much fun. Yeah, you should play Dragon Quest XI. You can pick it up for about $8 or $9 on sale sometimes. It's a wonderful deal. I own it on the Switch, I own it on the PC, I own it on the PS4. It's just one of those games that, like, you can't have enough copies of it, you know? In case you want to play it more than once. Dragon Quest is great. Dragon Quest is the the main archetype of what a fantasy RPG should be. Final Fantasy gets cutesy, techno, weirdly bizarre. Dragon Quest is evil wizards and dragons and, you know, stuff you would expect to see. And it's got a lot of heart and a lot of personality, and the art is terrific, and the humor is fantastic, and it's so charming. And it's a world you want to live in. The thing with all the Final Fantasy games now is no Final Fantasy game really has a world that I would ever want to live in. Dragon Quest does. It captures that spirit like Star Trek or Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. You know, it creates a world that is just magical and has great people in it, and it seems like a real cool, fun place to be. Like Zelda, you know? It's like, oh, I'd fucking love to live here. This place is great. That's Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest wows you with beautiful waterfalls and majestic scenery and cool creatures and ideas. Maybe a few too many caves. Lots of caves. But otherwise, Dragon Quest is A+ primo role-playing entertainment. The narratives are always very linear. You don't make character choices that affect your future or your ending too often. No, I stand corrected. Sometimes I think you can play some pretty heavy roles of the narrative, but usually you're just there for the ride, but they always tell a good story. And it doesn't ever get too esoteric and weird. Final Fantasy games always fall apart on the last disc. I can't tell you what Final Fantasy IX, what's going on there. Final Fantasy X, I guess they're all sent back in time from a dream. Yeah, all right. Okay. I was with you for 90 hours, and then now they're time traveling dream people. Final Fantasy VIII, it's like, oh, we all went to school together and just got amnesia and forgot that we were all raised in the same orphanage. It completely destroys the narrative. Like, a lot of Japanese games lose focus. I think late into development, they have to make changes, and the story gets screwy. Dragon Quest always makes sense. It's more of like a Disney movie. Playing a Dragon Quest game is like a Disney Pixar experience for me. It's also it's quality and it's well executed. Dragon Quest is the place to start. It was the first hardcore RPG, you know, like the fight, attack, escape. It was the first one of those I ever played. I played it all the way to the end. I beat it. I'll brag about it. The last boss is pretty hard, but it's not. It's like baby's first RPG. It's so user friendly. It's so accessible. It's not intimidating, and it's just very welcoming and wholesome and just pleasant. It's top notch. It's top tier. You're missing out. That's like hearing somebody say, like, I've never played Super Mario Brothers. In my mind, like, that's the same thing. Like, this game is every bit as quality as Super Mario Brothers. You know, Dragon Quest. It's been every bit as influential on the games industry. Maybe not the media at large, but within the games industry, Dragon Quest is, a pioneer. At times when you play Dragon Quest, you may find it to seem a little basic, because it was, like, the first. So your potions are just called potion. A lightning spell is called zap. They don't overthink it. If you're enjoying Persona, you're gonna love Dragon Quest. Actually, that would make sense if you played it. Mine is, I'm still wrapping up a Play Plus, I think. And I put it down for a while, and I hadn't picked it up in a long time, so either I'd start completely fresh while I'm, like, nearing the end of a playthrough, which I don't like that idea. But holy shit, talk about content. When you beat a Dragon Quest game, it's one of those, this is just the beginning kind of things. The whole world opens up. Mini games and side quests for days. It's just fun. It's just, there's always every Dragon Quest. My favorite part of every Dragon Quest game is the casino. You will always find a casino in one of the towns, and they never fail to amuse. You always walk in and you have to earn the currency. You might, you know, find a scratcher ticket on the floor, and then from there you have to win all the prizes, and they're great. I love it. Slot machines. Good stuff. Slime dolls. Slimes are adorable. Oh man, just buying an Ariadne for it is gonna wipe me out. Well, I won't buy an Ariadne thread. We'll just go back and farm for a minute. Zelda was great. I still remember the first time I ever saw the original gold Zelda cartridge. It was, you could see the box. I was at an H.H. Gregg, and it was dark. For some reason, the lighting was very dark, but the case, they had this case with the NES games in it. And there was a light inside the case shining down on this Zelda, this copy of Zelda, and it had this beautiful gold box. And I think there was even like a hole cut in the box so you could see the cartridge, maybe? But I remember all that gold. And there were commercials at the time advertising it, these weird commercials with this guy running around looking for Zelda and these like cheap puppets. Like an adult human man running around screaming for Zelda. But it also, like, weirdly as a child, the commercials had the same ambiance and the same lighting in that moment as that H.H. Gregg. Looking at that copy of Zelda was like looking at a treasure. I felt like Indiana Jones, like it was there behind the glass and I had to possess it. That's cool. Yeah, I fell off the gold cartridge bandwagon. My Super Nintendo copy of A Link to the Past was not gold. And from there, I stopped pursuing it. If I couldn't have a perfect Zelda collection, I wouldn't try. But I'm glad I didn't, because that's expensive. When you're buying Zelda items and merchandise, you're competing with the entire, like, autistic community. There are tons of buyers out there for that stuff. And the price never goes down. I sold my N64 because I think it was a disastrous waste of my time. As an N64 owner, a proud N64 owner, I often found myself with no games to play. I literally took my copy of Ocarina of Time and mastered it. You know, I got all the Skulltulas. I did it. Games beat, games done. What's next? I remember feeling really desperate. After playing Rogue Squadron, the Star Wars fighting game, Space Combat. It was the only game that had been released that year, and I couldn't think of anything that was coming after it. When I got it home and played it, it was very mediocre, and I thought, damn, like this is gonna be like another year of just no games from an N64. And meanwhile, all my PlayStation friends were having the time of their lives with Resident Evil. It's like, so what the fuck am I doing? Hulk Hogan got me infinitely stun-locked in a game of WrestleMania 2000. Then I took my controller and I unplugged it. I walked outside and I spun it around over my head like it was a bola. And I smashed it into the brick wall. It just shattered it everywhere. And then I walked back in and I continued playing the game with my other controller, this one a yellow controller. But once again, Hulk Hogan got me into an infinite stun. He'd give me like a suplex or some shit, and then he'd hop on me and pin me, and then I'd kick him off, and then he'd suplex me and hop on me and try to pin me, and I'd kick him. And there was nothing you could do. It was a piece of shit. It was a terrible game. And on a terrible system. And I had had enough. And I took the yellow controller and I unplugged it and I walked outside and I spun it over my head like a bola. And then I smashed it into the wall. And then I walked back inside and I unplugged my N64 and I took it upstairs and I put it in my closet and it remained there for 10 years, untouched, until I took it out and sold it at garage sale for like $5. I do regret it now. I hadn't started regretting that, though, until probably, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. Just because of the price of an N64. There were some great games for the N64, don't get me wrong. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Super Mario, GoldenEye. Are we at the end of the list? Did I miss any? Are there any other N64 games worth talking about? Don't give me, like, Perfect Dark. I'm really thinking hard here. I'm trying hard. There was no Metroid. Castlevania was a train wreck. I'm racking my brain for another N64 game that I care about. That's exclusive. I've always been fascinated by the Mission Impossible game on the N64. It's like a weird third-person puzzle action game. I mean, okay, Mario Kart 64, great game. The thing is here, it's but one of many Mario games. Mario Kart. There's Mario Karts all over the place. My favorite Mario Kart is Mario Kart Double Dash. And you know when the last time I played Double Dash was? Like 2003. Because Mario Kart's everywhere. I can play Mario Kart anytime I want. Like, it's ubiquitous. So the N64 Mario Kart doesn't stand out in my mind as, like, something that defines the system. This is blasphemy. I know. A lot of people really love the N64. But I gotta tell you what, video games were my life. Video games were my life. And the N64 did not deliver the kind of entertainment that I received from my NES, my Super NES, or my PlayStation. I just did not have the hours invested that those other systems gave me. First, all the games were more expensive, so I had less of them. Often they were ported with inferior audio and worse textures. 3D rendering was great, but yeah, man, some of that stuff's just butt ugly. So often, you know, you'd think, well, which system do I want to play this on? And the answer a lot of times for me was PlayStation. But don't even get me started on the memory card. Man, so you had to plug the memory card into your controller? Like, it was wild. And then no games would use it because nobody had one, so they didn't want to make it, like, mandatory. But you could save about 3 games on that controller. It's terrible. Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Barf. Ah! I only say this because I love Nintendo and I love Zelda so much that that's how disappointed I felt. No, that was a magical Christmas in the Ocarina of Time. That was a big one. I lived in that world, and the invention of Z targeting, that was pretty epic. The only game I love, and I would love to play again. Now, I actually own, but it's hard to get set up because I have it for the Wii U. It is Metroid Prime. I never got to play through Echoes. That came out on a Christmas where I got every game in the world I ever wanted, and I just didn't have a place for Echoes that holiday season. That may have been the Final Fantasy X-2 year. I didn't save it. Do I want to do this? I'm gonna die. But I don't have a very threat. It's also nighttime. The enemies get harder at nighttime. I think you can run into, like, frenzied enemies or something. There's, like, weird ones that'll chase you, like, glowing red eyes or something. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. Or maybe that's from, like, Etrian Odyssey 4. No problemo. Didn't even know you were gone. He could have just sat there silently. My apologies when I draw from my vape. If I don't mute it, I think it takes the sound input from me drawing on my vape and tries to convert it into human speech. Which is where sometimes I might start going... So once again, we made no progress today. Randomize, you died at some point. I'm sorry about that. I didn't even see that happen. So there's just one more expense added to our bill. We're already in the red. I got motherfuckers dying on an expedition to get resources. It's gonna cost me money that I don't have. You guys all die in a tornado of death. Die in a tornado of death. Well done. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Let's get out of here. I should probably at least be able to bring him back to life, but I won't be able to rest everybody. I'm so foolish. I wasn't paying attention. I was ranting about Nintendo and just auto-battling. My favorite Nintendo console is probably... God, the Switch is pretty amazing. The problem with the Switch is that there's too many games and they still get that high Nintendo price tag. I would have a Switch library composed of like 1,000 games right now if I could. What am I doing? I gotta bring it back. What is that game company? It's called like Final Run or something. They do like limited run games, like a lot of smaller titles. It's really... And I've got enough money to sleep in the inn. Isn't life grand? Alright, we're good. Let's figure shit out. What level are you? You're now level 5. You have one more skill point. So my question is, okay, that is a sword slash. Question answered. Max TP up? That could be cool. Let's do that. I'll need all this stuff eventually anyway. Okay, back to the grind. I'll be 100 hours into this game and no further than, you know, hour 2. Randomize is starting to catch up, though, which is good. He's already fitting in, especially with that jerkin. Whatever he's wearing. Dragon Quest games have a tendency to make me cry. Other games that have made me cry: Metal Gear Solid 3, Final Fantasy 7. That is all. I wouldn't say you fit in. I mean, one hit took half your health. You're just not a huge liability. You're strong enough that I'll have chances to save you before you die, if I'm paying attention. You're especially using salve. Yeah, salve. Let's try salve. Yeah, alright. It's a small amount, but bam, that was more than I expected. We saved it, right? I'm sure I saved it, right? Right? We saved it in the end, right? So yeah, we saved it. Alright. Let's do this. Now, the last one, I wasn't looking either. The last one we fought in the bottom left was a big giant bull that did tremendous damage. I think this is the same one. I think I've actually fought this before. I think it's another big giant bull. If it is, I'm fucked. No, okay, it's a rage whip. It's also possible that I had a random enemy encounter. No, this is the boss music. Yeah, this is definitely boss music. Okay, randomized your breakable. You're going to defend. I'm gonna like double the defense. You're defending. Okay, no, here's what I'm gonna do. Everybody defends. Now. Now we're gonna drop a cleaver with Gibby. But we're also gonna drop a 47. I don't think he can kill you in one hit. So we're gonna drop a rear guard to make sure Andrew and Murphy don't die. He's gonna drop a Volt. Scream, what does that do? Oh, it's gonna make them fearful. Probably miss hits. It's okay. Your job for Animize is to stay there and keep defending. And stay on your feet. In case you have to throw an item at somebody. Kitty, are you doing it again? How much damage did you do, sweetheart? Let's get you. Still alive. Well, just keep dropping cleavers. And he's gonna keep doing rear guard. Then he's gonna cast a salve. An anticipatory salve. So hopefully he goes after the rage loop, which he probably will. And then he can heal. And then this guy's gonna drop a massive lightning bolt. Damn it, you went first. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Okay, same thing, defend. It's your regular attack. Play it safe with the salve. Drop another Volt. Boom! Good thing they had the defender and he'd be dead. Thank you, Bill Getter. I'm gonna kill this thing! I killed this thing! Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh my god. It is done. We've made progress. Manny! This will be the last time your name is spoken or thought of. Forever. We have a new kid on the block, and he's ready to start using skills. Why don't you use a stunner on that fender? Welcome to the team. You've proven yourself worthy. I've had no viewers today at all. Which is funny. The last Century Odyssey stream had a lot of people coming in, but it also wasn't Sunday. Oh no! Ha 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 ha! Maybe throw another one at me. I don't even know if maybe it's the same kind. Maybe it's the same kind. Let's do it. Let's fight it. Yeah, we can beat it. Oh, you defend. He keeps missing. I'm getting so lucky. I don't know how much damage he's gonna do when he finally lands one of those. I think he has like an ability on that. I think it's gonna do a status effect. Perfect. Ah, it's so alive. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. Captain Andrew's in danger. In danger no more. We did. We got it. We're bringing down these foes. Piece of cake. Oh no! Oh no! I don't have a thread. I have to get out. I have to walk out of here. Okay, I don't want to go too far because I'm gonna die if I take it out. And we should turn around. I don't know if the foes reappear when I exit the dungeons. I hope not. Oh, you know, they probably do. Right, but if they come back, that would give you something to harvest. That's a whole nother gameplay loop if they let you come back and kill them again. Rare item farming. Sounds about right for this game. Maybe I look too slutty. Maybe people are intimidated by my large breasts and, vibrant red colors. Hang on, let me de-slutify myself. Let's do it again. When I change window focus, sometimes it comes back and goes crazy and just starts clicking enter. I mean, I'm like 10 hours into this game at least, and like right there, that was the first simplest enemy in the game. That's the most basic. That's your blue slime. Like I'm still there, you know? Like I really haven't gone anywhere. We got money now, baby. What new item do you have in stock? Bone mace, bone staff. Doublet. Who can wear a doublet? I'm $8 short. The next thing I'd like to do for my stream is to start integrating different characters and storylines. I can make videos, like interstitials, that play as part of a scripted... I don't know exactly. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I would use art to make some kind of video. Right? Use animation, drawing, 3D models, whatever, to tell some kind of story about this character. That changes the narrative and changes the overall appearance. Like, right now I'm sitting in some fantasy castle, wearing my little wizard's robe, playing this game. You know, then I go have a little adventure, and before I go play Rainbow Six, you know, something else happens. But basically, I would create YouTube videos and then integrate those YouTube videos into my stream so that it looks like something more exciting is happening in my stream than I'm just sitting here, you know, not moving my arms. Like, you know, people walk in, make like a previously recorded little animated segment where my friend, the little animated beaver, walks in and starts talking to me, and he's like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, yo, well, hey, thanks, I'm just sitting here playing Etrian Odyssey, what are you doing? And then we have like a little back and forth or something. Okay, so now we know we can beat those things. We know how to beat those things. And we are going to beat more of those things. I still don't have any thread to escape the dungeon. So my choices are either farm items or just forget it. Just go into the dungeon. I think I'm just gonna go in the dungeon. Try not to die. So we are making progress here in the northeast corner. The game is evolving a little bit. We've upgraded to venom flies. So we are on our second venom type enemy. Our second butterfly type enemy. We are also on our second deer type enemy. I just wonder if I'm supposed to be spending this much time on these first two floors, or if I am just terrible at this game. I don't see any other ways to proceed. I feel like I'm doing the best that can be expected of me. It's just hard. I mean, I am auto-battling a lot, so probably I could take less damage in the fights. Stay in the dungeon longer and make more money, so maybe that's what I need to do. Let's try playing smart and see how much damage. Well, okay, let's count it up. Let's see how many hit points I lose from auto-battling these two guys. This is a frequent combo, so we'll see how much damage they do just with an auto-battle. 22. So 22 to 42, probably. We'll try that again. Being smart about it. On the tree standing at the end of the narrow trail, you see a shriveled green fruit. Judging from its color and shape, it doesn't look edible. If you really wish, you can pluck the fruit and eat it. If you attempt to eat the green fruit, this is an interesting little dilemma they've posed here, because you're not supposed to eat the green fruit. It's not ripe. Yet they're giving you the choice. Do you want to eat the green fruit? Why would I want to eat the green fruit? You just told me it doesn't look like something I would want to eat. Yet you're still giving me the choice of eating it. This is genius. This is an impossible choice. If I eat it and something bad happens, no shit. You shouldn't have eaten it. What is motivating my character into this dilemma at this moment? As we are standing in this clearing, and my character is just rolling this green fruit over in her hands, thinking, do I eat it? I'm gonna say no. But then if I say no, weary of the mysterious fruit, you resolve not to be tempted by its bright color. Maybe I come back later and it's ripe? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Do I eat the fruit? This is driving me crazy. It could be like a delayed gratification puzzle. Like, it's telling you right away, this ain't ready to eat. It's very bright and it's very pretty, but it doesn't look ready. Come back later. Like, maybe after you hit level 4, you go back, and if you didn't eat it, now it's blossomed into another ripe fruit. Wait, didn't I find a ripe fruit somewhere? I think I did. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that fruit. I think I made the right call. He barely ever uses his shield abilities, so relax. I'm gonna have him cure. I think we're getting close to something good here. Oh, another giant foe. Okay, let's hope the game is done surprising us and it's just another rage loop. Oh, fuck! Fuck! Shit, fuck, no! No, shit, fuck, no, and not the happy trees. Oh, no! No, no, it's going crazy. My mouse is going crazy. No, I shift to focus to change my face. Oh no, my mouse is going crazy. Oh god, no. I just subtracted like crazy. Oh my god. Randomized, congratulations, you just survived a direct attack from this thing. Whatever this thing is. Oh, you're dead. He's gonna... Oh my god, oh my god. Ha 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 ha. I remember for a front yard. Best case, he attacked somebody in the back. Now, Jimmy. Oh my god, we're doing well. However, Gilgit can get killed. He's out of points. He's used any of his shield abilities. He'll have to defend regular. I mean, you're a Death's Door. Captain Ember's gotta cast Salve. So whoever's not directly attacked. Who's in danger? Gilgit in danger. Kimmy's in danger, you're in danger. Everybody's in danger. I think if he hits them, I don't think their armor is high enough to... I think he might be able to one-shot them. Then again, we've been leveling up. He's almost dead. I think we got this. I gotta defend. Do I defend or do I attack? He did the stunner last time. Didn't seem to do anything. A charging axe strike. That's dangerous. We don't have time to charge. Let's try that stunner again. Well, defend and he survives. I think. Yeah, defend, he'll survive. Attack, he could die. But if he's not attacking, who's attacking? We got Murphy dropping a volt for like 100 damage. Let's defend. He dropped Jimmy down really low, didn't he? And then I healed, and she's still that low. I think if he hits her again, she might die. So everybody defend. Salve. And then Volt. Volt from the wizard. We only did 40. Okay, well, we're all full up though. That's good. As long as he doesn't attack the background. Alright, randomized. Defending's not even gonna save your life, so you might as well attack. Let's do Crush. Let's see what Crush can do. Skills, Cleaver. Drop another Salve. Then drop another Volt. That should kill him. Oh, you're dead. It's okay, we win. You don't get the experience. Oh, you don't get the experience. That's so brutal. Ah. We discovered a new monster. That's fantastic. That may get us through one of these quests. And we got a new item, which is going to give us another new item and complete a quest for us. Oh my god, you didn't get any of that experience. That's such bullshit. Buff coat. Tell you what, in honor of your sacrifice, I'm gonna give you the buff carrot. Oh, that actually would lower your defense. But raise your agility. Yeah, actually. Yeah. Yeah, agility +3, defense +2. The jerkin is just defense +3, so your defense goes down a little bit, but your agility is great. That's great. Okay, we'll take it. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fortunately, we're gonna have to walk. This is just gonna widen the gap between you and the party as everybody else continues to get experience. You're only 2 levels behind now. That was huge. So now we know we can beat the bulls. Barely. Barely beat the bulls. But we know the formula, we know the routine. It seems like the enemies is pretty formulaic. So once you discover their patterns, you can kind of fall into a groove with them. Everything's like a war of attrition. You just have to last longer than the bad guy. Everyone's leveling up. I'm trying to think what other video games have ever made me cry. Baldur's Gate. I'm sure I probably cried in Baldur's Gate 3 at some point. Dragon Quest makes me cry with joy. Like Superman, but there's still good in the world. There is goodness. Goodness exists in the world of Dragon Quest. Oh, baby. $70. It's getting more expensive. Ah, I hate this doctor. Freaking scam. Aww. 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 The inn's getting more expensive too. This is such bullshit. We used to cost like 10. Now it's 50. Talk to this bastard. This whole town is built on lies. Now this bone wand or whatever, where is it? Bone staff. That doesn't increase. Oh, bone mace. Yikes, look at that. Who uses that? Damn, his attack goes through the roof. I mean, it puts him on par with some of the other people. Also gives him some hit points. Oh no, I forgot to buy the thread again. Okay, we're doing it. We got it. We got it. We're gonna explore that B2 floor. We're gonna be done with this shit. Once we break this barrier, I think we're gonna make a lot of progress. Once we get past B2, I think things are gonna move quickly. Let's see here. Can I invite a friend of mine? A moment, I've got a Discord thing happening. Hopefully we get a visitor. Oh, here it is. We got a big foe. Foe fight. Foe fight. Not quite. Not quite a foe fight. I thought it might, but it ain't the fight. It's the same rate. Let's fight till the light. Orange fire is in my sight. Here it is. I should have used malt. Why didn't I use malt? Another game that had a famous barrier for me was Nocturne, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne by Atlas. I don't know if my voice modifier is allowing me to say the name of that game correctly. But early in the game, you fight this matador down in the sewers. And he's the skeleton matador, and he's really creepy. And I couldn't beat him, and my friend couldn't beat him, and we gave the game to my other friend, and he couldn't beat him. Then we all gave up and said, F this game. And I said, I'm not giving up! I must defeat the matador. And we all three, collectively embarked on this journey to kill this guy, and we discovered that behind it was one of the best RPGs of all time. I think all the good games do this as a test. When you face an obstacle this difficult this early, I think it's just to scare off the riffraff. I think I'll play a little more aggressive and see if I can keep up my heals with his damage. If he hits the same character twice in a row, I'll be in a little bit of trouble. See, you'll notice Gibby didn't fully recover. But that's okay. Yeah, these things aren't bad. We got these things down. Got another couple levels under our belt, and this thing's no problem. Even that bear will be pretty easy very soon. Why do I keep calling the bull a bear? What's the difference? The tough scientists classify animals by the first letter of their name. Bulls and bears are the same genus. The Venus genus. The others start with B. And they both have a Venus, which is a big penis. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. This game is driving me crazy. I'm losing my mind. Maybe I should change the stream title back to Etrian Odyssey, the game that broke me. Oh, the impossible game. Some clickbait. Okay, we went that way. That was a chest, so let's go this way. Oh my god! B3F. Update the stream info. We are on B3F, folks. That's basement 3 floor. Oh my god. There's pretty low system requirements on this. I'm gonna actually pop up my, my avatar. Frame rate, what do you say? Want to splurge a little bit? Want to double our frames? How's 24 sound? More like traditional animation? Sound good? I'm all game for it. Here we go. Now a trust move I am. We can get crazy. Let's get nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. We're gonna go 90 frames per second. Look at me rocking 90 frames per second. It's nice not having to stream Marvel Rivals, in that sense. To stream something a little lower. Lower demands. I don't need 90 frames a second. Let's go back to 24. I like the hand-drawn art. Frame rate, I'm gonna say. Even 12 frames has a certain charm to it. Oh, are you really? Well, fuck, brah. I want in. I'm gonna hop on Marvel Rivals with you. Give me like 2 minutes to finish up my bullshit here, and then, It's rivaling time. Just to show you under the mood for it. Oh no, I didn't read. What the hell is happening? I think we've come across something, like, important. Even new adventurers such as yourself can clearly feel the overwhelming sensation. It is the specter of death looming over you as you prepare to face unknown dangers. Take heed! Beasts red of tooth and claw run rampant here. Fleeing from these creatures is no shameful thing. In these depths, survival is paramount. Oh shit, I didn't imagine it. I have been down here before. Look at these red monsters. Okay. Let's do one battle and then get out of here. Nah, we're gonna save this. We're leaving. Safe state. I think there's a way to do it without exiting. C, save. Create a quick save. Yes! Okay. We did it! Oh, I guess I should stop the stream before I start the next stream. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us, all you at Tree Odyssey people. We're gonna go play Marvel Rivals, and it's gonna be